Itch, your favorite MIDI trigger, just got an awesome new update. If you haven't seen Itch before, check out the original walkthrough video up there or in the description below. Okay, so here's what's new. I've added a feature called Auto MIDI Mode, which allows the device to create its own MIDI notes, which means we can start programming audio without even the need for a MIDI clip. Let's have a look. All right, so here we are inside Ableton. Got a drum rack here, and for now we're just gonna look at this bass drum. So on this cell we've got Itch inserted before the simpler, and if I hit my MIDI controller. All right, so we've got audio. Now, to use Midi-Auto mode, we just need to turn on this little button here that says Auto, select our rate, and press play. It's as simple as that, folks. And I'll show you some advanced ways to use that capability. But for now, let's talk about the next update, which is here in the sequencer section. I know you guys love the sequencer, so I really wanted to expand upon that a little bit. You'll notice this bright yellow slider here, which what this allows us to do is highlight a range of rates. And when we hit randomize, the randomization will stick within those bounds. Pretty cool. And I may not have let you know in the past, but there's a little button here, and when you press that, it'll automatically re-randomize after every cycle of the sequencer, just in case you didn't know. All right, a couple of other things. We've added halftime and double time independent buttons, and we've now got groove here as well. So if I set rate, cool, simple as that. All right, so I've got the same thing set up here on the rim and the hats. So I'm going to create a little randomized drum pattern sequence here. So for the hi-hat, I'm going to set a range of just some of the higher notes. Oops, sorry, let's turn on the sequencer. Set a range of some of the higher notes, randomize that. I'm going to set it to re-randomize. And we need to turn this on. Cool. Rim shot. Let's go for sequencer on. Kind of mid-range patterns. Re-randomized. On. And for our bass drum, I'm going to set it down the lower range to re-randomize. I'm going to mute the kick drum for now. Let's just hear the hi-hat and the rim and see what these patterns sound like. And on forever. Now finally, one last thing I wanted to show you, modulators, LFO. All right, so there's a little pitch control here for the Itch built-in auto MIDI mode, and I'm going to map the LFO to that. Then we're going to set it to random, and we're going to set it to 1/8. That's what that sounds like. All right, and just to change things up a bit, I've got one other example here with Itch running through some MIDI effects before running into Vital. So we'll set it on auto.